and a tour petite, and then there was me. And she picked this aqua blue bridesmaid dress, and it was right over Easter weekend, and my best friend says to me, "Oh, you're going to look like an Easter egg." No, I am not going to be an Easter egg. Only your best friend will really tell you that, right? And so I was going to do one of those crazy crash diet things, because I'm like, I'm losing the weight, I don't care if it's unhealthy or not. And my mom said, "Okay, wait, don't go crazy, try this shake thing." I was like, I ran for a year. I did the whole low carb. Shakes aren't going to work for me. And she's like, Ashley, just give it a try. I'm like, okay, I'm only doing this for 2 weeks, and if this doesn't work, forget it. I'm doing my crash diet. 2 weeks, I was good. I was religious about my shakes, and I didn't lose any weight. I'm like, forget it. I'm done with this shake thing. And then she's like, just hold up, try the metabolism booster. I'm like, okay, I'm only giving you 2 more weeks, and then I'm done with this shake thing. And the first week I was on the metabolism booster, doing 2 shakes a day, I lost 3 pounds. And I was like, all right, that's a fluke, right? And then the next week I lost another 2.5, and then it just kept going between 2.5 pounds a week over my 90-day challenge, and I've now lost almost 30 pounds. For another half marathon. Not very well. I know how to train for half marathons. I've done 5 of them. And I did not train well for this one, so I expected not to do well. After my 90-day challenge, I shaved 11 minutes off of my personal best.
Thank you. That is awesome. Because, healthy weight loss is a half a pound to 2-3 pounds a week. If you step on the scale and you haven't lost 5 pounds your first week, it doesn't mean you're not doing anything. But there are people who've lost that much. So let's go over here to Rich Larson.
Hi, my name is Rich. I'm from Suisun Valley. And I started on myself. Is it a good one? Yeah. And a friend of mine, Rachel, actually invited me to a call, and she was interviewing this gal, and I knew her from the business we were in together, and so I trusted her, and so anyway, I was listening to her, and I thought, all right, last thing I wanted to do was a shake, but to back up, I was at 240 pounds, and I had lost a lot of weight, and then, there was still that, I was still fat, but I was 49, 48 at the time. Never been 48 before, so I figured, okay, this is what I'm going to have to live with, because I was eating right, the fish dinner, with some vegetables, and eating light, but I couldn't get past that one step. So anyway, I was going to be down for an operation for a while, so I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. And she was actually interviewing Tara. And Tara was from my hometown, Danville, so I thought, great, so I'll give Tara a call. I think I found you from Facebook.
Yeah.
And gave Tara a call, went down to her house, met with her, and so I thought I'd give it a try. Well, as I'm laying around the house recovering, I wasn't thinking I was losing any weight, I was just enjoying these great shakes. And so I walked by the mirror with my shirt off, which I try not to do too often. I caught a glimpse of myself, and I thought, I think I'm losing some weight. So I got on the scale, because I reluctantly weighed myself before I started the shakes, and I was blown away that I had actually lost, I don't know what it was, 6 pounds, I think, and that was the first week, which from what I understand is average. Yeah, for men. And so anyway, I was very loosely doing the 90-day challenge, and in that 90 days, I was still scarfing, by the way, eating healthy foods, but I hadn't changed my eating so much, but still taking the shakes. And anyway, my body was getting what it wasn't getting before, and what it needed, and I started feeling a lot better, and at the end of the 90 days, I was over 35 pounds, and I'm now over 50 pounds down, And the funny thing is that I had actually was reading an article, and I saw this. It was about this gal the next town over that was training in Pilates. Never thought of it before. I thought it was kind of like yoga, ching, 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 incense burning. I thought it was some kind of weird thing, So anyway, I went and visited her, and she gave me a hell of a workout. And so there I was doing Pilates. Then I reinstated my membership to the gym, which I had for 18 years, and I just had it really for the pool. And so I started to go into the gym, and all of this was just really without even thinking about it. And then one day I just thought, you know what? I'm taking Pilates, and I reinstated my membership at the gym. I feel great, and went out and bought a whole new wardrobe, and it's time to go back and get another one. And so anyway, it really has changed my life, and it.
Thank you so much. That's something weird that happens when people get on the shakes. All of a sudden, they start making better decisions, and that's what it's all about. Because people are like, "Well, why do you stop the shakes?" Well, you go back. Yes, if you go back to eating McDonald's every day, or making double cheeseburgers and pizza, you will gain weight. It's about making lifestyle changes. It's about transformation. So, thank you again, Rich, for sharing your story. Amazing testimonies. Miss Esther, take it away.
Hi, I'm Esther from San Jose. So when I first heard about this, I was like, fine, I didn't really care. I didn't want to lose weight. I was like, I'm curvy, I look good, I don't care. And my husband's like, no, you need to do it. And I was like, stop calling me fat. And then he proceeded to lose 40 pounds, and I rolled my eyes. Because, you look at men sideways and they lose weight. And then I got pregnant, and I got gestational diabetes because I was obese, and I have a genetic, propensity towards diabetes. My dad and my grandma both have type 2. And then they told me, oh, and P.S., because you were overweight and have diabetes, you've now passed that gene on to your son. I was like, oh, okay, it's time to reevaluate my attitude and start maybe thinking about nutrition and trying to be healthy. I had no idea what I was in for. I didn't even really take a good before picture. Well, I did, but it was just for me. Anyway, you'll see it on Facebook. But what happened was I got on the shakes, just mostly for digestion, right after I had my son. It was amazing. And then I started to just do it. I just started doing 2 shakes a day. I was doing 5-pack. And I just started to lose weight. All my clothes started to fall off of me. I weighed in. I had lost 25 pounds in my first 90-day challenge, which was amazing to me, right? And then I kept going, and I lost another 25 pounds in my next 90-day challenge. And then I thought I was done, right? 50 pounds for a woman is a lot of weight. I was like, I'm done. I look good. It's cool. I kept going. I lost another 21 pounds. So altogether, I lost 71 pounds. Wow. I improved 3 points because my blood sugar is lower, no more migraines, and I'm also no longer depressed, which is another really good thing.
Wow, 71 pounds. That's like my 11-year-old just jumping out of your body.
Between my husband and I, we lost a Monica, my friend.
Wow, give it up again for Esther. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Are you guys inspired? We saved the best for last because this is my poster child, who's also my brother-in-law. He was the first person I called. I knew he was an entrepreneur, but I also knew that he told me like one time way back, if you ever had weight loss, call me. And I was like, okay. So I said, I got weight loss. He goes, really? Your company has weight loss? I'm like, no, new company. He's like, I'll be over there in a couple minutes. So I can't wait for you guys to hear his amazing testimony. Dave Cummings.
Thanks, Tara. I'm very for my genius. Like Tara said, she called me in December. That's when my life changed. She called me, went over to her house. She said, Dave, you're fat. You have to do this. And I said, all right, let's go. To keep things short, in 60 days, I reversed my type 2 diabetes. In 90 days, my first challenge, I lost 77 pounds. I was a runner-up in the challenge. And now, 9 months later, I'm down over 100 pounds. People ask me all the time, how has this changed your life? And today's an example. 9 months ago, I'd be in bed right now. 6 o'clock this morning, I was at the park at kickboxing class. As Dave would say, boom!
Awesome. Thank you, because, come here for a minute. There's so many people out there that are morbidly obese and they think, it's never going to happen for me. And because of stories like yours, you've inspired people that it's possible. And for me, I'm so thankful because it wasn't easy for you. I know you called me when you're at the gym and you're sore and you were like, I gotta eat, but you did it. And because of your hard work, you have inspired a lot of people. So we all thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you. And he's now got his mom and his 2 kids on the challenge, and my niece has lost how much? 14 pounds. She's always struggled.